Little Miss Recap contains adult language. Little Miss Recap is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Little Miss Recap. My name is Amy.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
Hi, Amanda. Good morning.
Good morning. I am the well-slept Amanda.
Yes.
I was asleep before 11 last night,
Yeah.
and I slept till almost 9 this morning.
Like I was telling you, you needed it.
I needed it. I've been going through it.
Yep.
And I needed it badly, but wake up to Amy's little text. Our normal morning is wake up, when you get up. And then she's like, do you want to record at 8:45? And I text her 8:46 going, I just woke up.
Well, I got up around 7:30. So I've been falling asleep around, now my clock has shifted a little bit.
Okay.
And I feel like I don't fall asleep till almost midnight now.
Okay.
And I'm getting up at 8.
Okay.
So today I got up at 7:30 and I decided I'm going to start a little morning routine for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be to have my coffee and read a couple chapters of a book.
Nice.
Because I'm really trying to read more.
I know I need to read more too.
Yeah. So one of the BDFs, I have to look it up in the group, sent me this book, Alive Day. They sent you a copy too.
Oh, okay.
It's fantastic.
Oh, cool.
It's a gritty memoir. It's exactly what I like.
Oh, good. Good.
So, and Stephanie, well, who's the woman who wrote Maid? Is it Stephanie Land? Who wrote Maid? Sorry, I gotta look this up. Stephanie Land, yeah.
Okay.
She blurbed it, and I love her.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna read this.
Right.
It was excellent. It's excellent. Good. I'm only like 2 chapters in, but the chapters are long.
Okay.
They're big chapters. So I'm gonna try to keep trudging through that and get it done.
Cool. I have a bunch of audiobooks waiting for me too.
Well, and I realized I bought like a couple like whodunit books, you know what I mean? And they're not hitting you right now. Girl, I need to just stick to what I like.
Yeah, and that's okay. I really like memoirs too, particularly if it's an audiobook. If it's a memoir read by the author, that's my jam for an audiobook.
Yeah.
All the time. I don't really love audiobooks that are read, particularly if it's a memoir by someone else.
Yeah.
It just doesn't hit the same way.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because they don't know. They don't understand.
Right. They don't have
an
emotional attachment to the story. Like listening to, say, Michelle Obama's memoir and her, like, there were times she talked about like the birth of her children and she would get choked up reading that.
Of course.
It's that's
like, you mean like when I cried reading my book on Patreon like an idiot?
You weren't an idiot. It was beautiful.
I was sobbing.
Amy, it's a Tuesday and you sob. So really, this is not remarkable.
It's true.
Is not remarkable.
It's true. Oh, yeah. Also, I wanted to say thank you to the BDFs who showed up for the virtual meetup last night.
So much fun.
It was a lot of fun. We talked a lot about, I feel like we all pressured Christine into watching Secret Lives.
I think we did too. I think a couple of people were like, okay, fine. I hear you. We're doing it.
And I think in the chat, she said she started it last night.
Oh, good.
Was it her?
Good.
It was either her or Shubnam. No, Shubnam's been watching it.
Yeah, Shubnam's watched the whole thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's Christine. She started it.
BDF Whitney was telling me yesterday, our cookie making friend, that she had a couple of orders to do. So she was going to have her friends come over. She has a whole house that she works out of. The cookie house.
A work-live space? A work-live space.
Work-live space kind of style. And she was going to have her friends come over and they were going to watch Secret Lives of Mormon Wives while she finished up her orders together.
Okay.
She has like a whole TV set up while she's working so she can have people over to keep her company. I'm like,
that's awesome.
I want to come hang out at the cookie house.
I do too. Did you see 2 of our BDFs met up in Virginia and
I know.
became real life friends?
I know.
I love BDFs in the wild. I love it.
I love it so much. I want to be friends with BDFs. I love other BDFs connecting. One thing that's consistent, I've been on Bumble BFF. I actually have a Bumble BFF date tonight.
Oh, cool.
With a new person who, interestingly, went to my high school.
Well, sell them on the podcast.
I will try. Who went to my high school.
Like I sold the internet woman who's giving me tech support.
You're like, I have to have this be good. I have a podcast. She went to my high school, but like 8 years younger than I am. So
okay.
We didn't cross paths, though I think she was in the same class as Wendy's younger brother. Time-wise, that seems to make sense. Anyway, so we have a BFF date tonight, but I want to make new friends. But one of the conversations I keep having with these people that I meet on Bumble BFF is how hard it is to make friends as an adult.
Yeah. Yeah.
particularly if you work at home or you're not like out in the world.
I don't have a lot of friends in my real life.
I
Like, I have a
know.
lot of virtual friends,
Mhm. Same.
and that sucks.
I mean, it's wonderful, but it sucks.
It's wonderful, but it sucks when you wanna do something.
Right. Right,
Oh,
right.
by the way, a BDF sent us Billy Bob Thornton's band is coming to Allentown. I think you and I need to go.
Okay.
It's
I
in
will do that for you.
October.
Okay.
I think we need to go.
Okay. I will do that for
I
you.
was telling Timmy last night, and he's like, "Well, who's gonna go with you?" Because apparently, he's not.
He's
I
he's
said
gonna go with you because it sure as fuck ain't me.
I said, "I could ask Amanda, she'll go."
Mhm.
And he's
I
like,
will
"But
go.
she doesn't like Billy Bob Thornton." I'm like, "But she loves me,
Right. I
and
do,
she'll
Timmy.
support it."
See, Timmy, I love her more than you do because I'll go see Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, yep, and it's
Right.
gonna be in a small little venue. One of
Oh,
the
that
BDF sent me the info.
nice. It's not dissimilar to when I went to see Barry Manilow the other night and
Mhm,
just to even
mhm,
bother asking Todd.
mhm.
Didn't
Yeah, no,
didn't
mm-mm.
even cross the radar. He wouldn't care.
Timmy's not a concert person. He's not a
Mm.
crowd person.
Todd Todd
Get
likes concerts, but only for like very select people.
Yeah, like, apparently all we do is go see Ryan Adams,
Yeah.
which, yes, I know he's problematic. Don't come at me. I can't help it.
Y-
It's a problem.
you like a lot of problematic people.
He
He's not the
even
worst.
he even blocked me. I told you. He blocked me on
I know because you asked
Instagram,
about his cats.
and that made him hotter to me.
He rejected you publicly, and that made
Yes.
him hotter.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that tracks. That completely tracks.
Guys, I am so excited to talk about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives today. I have a reel that BDF Kristen made. Well,
Mm,
I call her BDF Kristen, but she is also a professional. She's not
she
just
is.
some BDF sitting around in her
Right.
house making these.
Right. She happens to be a BDF. She does
Yes.
this professionally.
Yes.
The two worlds come together very well for us.
She made a really good reel. I'm going to roll it out maybe today, maybe tomorrow, about my version of Mom Talk and what that's going to look like.
Yeah.
So,
I really enjoyed the reel she made about us just raging about Cody. Uh-huh.
guys, if you're a Sister Wives watcher, Cody is
Peak Cody.
like Dr. Adam says, peak big boy mode.
Did you see the comment in Patreon? One of the BDFs figured out this was filmed on October 1st. Christine
Mhm.
filed for child support on September 16th.
Which could explain
Why
why
he's so angry at
he's
her.
so angry at her, but he also, if you think about it, he also almost didn't say anything about her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think he was a little legally scared to like kind of go into it.
Oh, I would be.
Yeah, but what he did
but
say
his
about her
simmering
was,
rage is on
yeah, yeah,
on display.
I'm here for it.
Oh, yeah.
I needed a place to put my rage. He provided a place.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah, this is
Mhm.
going to be good. This is going to be
Speaking
good.
of rage, do you want to talk about Zach Affleck? Or as
Sure,
we
let's
call him,
go.
Joffrey?
We could. Oh, what's going to make you rage more this week, Zach or Taylor's family?
Probably Zach.
Okay, because it's a bigger game.
It's a
And it's
bigger
actually
game, and
more.
it's
Both
more
are dangerous.
manipulative.
Yeah.
He tries to, because he's trying to play Taylor's parents are just awful,
Yes, and we can
and
all
they're
see
just
that.
out there and awful.
Mhm.
Zach is a manipulator.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's a covert narcissist, and
Yep.
it's real dangerous.
Yep. And remember, I said last episode, she will go back to him.
Oh, just you'll
Yes.
see.
It'll take one of the BDFs emailed me and told me what happened.
BDFs,
I don't know why
friends.
they did that.
Don't ruin this for our girl.
So now I know where they stand in real life.
Okay.
Okay. But I'm not going to say it, 'cause
Actually, I
wanna
don't know
ruin it
where
for
they
the
are
other BDFs.
currently.
Okay.
I know
well,
where
do.
we left them on the show. I don't know where they
Okay.
are currently.
So this is Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, Season 2, Episode 2, The Book of Accountability. Who are they saying has to be accountable? Because the people who should be accountable are not accountable.
I think they're trying to hold Taylor accountable. Well,
For
her family
what?
is. For being a whore, Amy, and fucking people. That's really all it is.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to guess Taylor, Frankie Paul, has had sex with maybe 3 people
Yeah.
total.
Yeah. Yep.
And they are treating her like she is like going door to door, banging people.
It's disgusting.
It's so gross.
And then we find out, like, Leanne is not, according to her standards, Leanne's standards, she's not squeaky clean. She
No.
got divorced.
Right.
Like, come
She
on.
didn't prioritize the family. Like,
Right.
fuck off.
It's so, ugh.
Yeah.
All right. So we pick up on Miranda's not so happy hour. And
With the mom talk cheese.
the interrogation of Miranda about the swinging.
Mm-hmm.
Whitney, of course, is like, I believe you and I trust your intentions.
She's so manipulative.
She's a psychopath.
She is a psychopath. But she looks so damn cherubic
Yes.
that she just like kind of floats through it. It's
Mhm.
hilarious.
So Michaela is like, Michaela's like, we can give a shit what Whitney said. Michaela says, I think, we don't give a shit what Whitney says.
Right, right.
Okay. I wish they would just leave us alone. She says, Michaela says, I wish that Whitney and Miranda would just go fuck off somewhere. And this is what I said to you yesterday. Can't they just pick up 3 girls who look like Demi and just start a new mom talk?
I think there are many of them in Utah. We could just go find them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Miranda says, I wasn't ready to talk about what happened because of the shame involved. And I do believe that.
I agree.
Don't forget, shame, they're just, everything they do is rooted in shame. Every single thing. So now Taylor says, the reason Chase was obsessed with me is I may have told him that I had a sex dream about him.
Yeah, but look, like, I don't know.
Isn't it sad that I, as a woman, know and I'm programmed to say, girl, you don't tell a guy you had a sex dream about him. And that is social conditioning.
It is social conditioning, but I'm gonna push back slightly against that. Let's say I had a sex dream about Timmy.
Okay.
That doesn't mean I want to bang Timmy in real life.
No, I know, but we are conditioned as women to think if we say it to the guy, he'll think we want to bang him.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are conditioned to think that way.
Though
you cannot give, especially when you're a young woman, you cannot give a boy an inch.
Also they were already swinging and doing around. Like for your husband and I is a strictly platonic relationship. I've met him
It better
twice.
be, Amanda. It better be.
You don't have to worry.
I'm just kidding.
Your husband's a delight. I don't want to bang him. But if I told him that, my reaction, I think, would be both of us would be like, that's fucking stupid. And like would laugh about it.
But we are in our 40s.
And there's zero sexual relationship between us.
Right. Right.
We are just platonic friends.
Like when you were 22, I bet you were conditioned to feel differently about these things.
Probably. That was a long time ago.
You couldn't give you couldn't give a boy an inch. You couldn't say I had a sex dream about you and for it to be funny. Because it would be you're leading him on or you know what I mean, that kind of shame. Like we're conditioned.
Think about that. When I was 22, most of these women had not been born yet.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They're so young.
I'll never forget the threshold I crossed one day in my class when I realized I could be their parent. I could be their mother. Because for a long time I was like the young, cool teacher.
Right.
And then one day I was mom.
Yeah, when I took the kids to Germany and one of my kids was like, how old are you? And I was like, 35. She's like, you're older than my mom.
Yeah.
Fuck right off. I mean, you're not saying anything wrong. It's just true, but fuck off.
So shortly after, she told him about the sex dream and she says it seemed mild to her since they were already swinging. Now, if you are new to this program, swinging is making out and touching.
Yes.
It is not fucking each other in one room. Like we all think
they may have been banging their respective spouses in the same room.
Maybe.
I think that might have happened.
Shortly after, Chase came to Taylor and told her that he had feelings for her. And she said, I was flattered, but I did not feel the same. And I told him that.
I believe that.
Miranda says, okay, but the problem is you told everyone in the group, but you didn't tell me.
That's not great.
And Miranda says, I was 4 months postpartum and I lost my best friend.
Yeah.
And Taylor says, yeah, I get it. I did this wrong. It's my bad. Like Taylor owns her shit. She really does. She's really like, I did it. You're right. That was terrible. I never should have done that to you. I'm sorry. My bad.
When she gets called to the mat, for the most part, she apologizes and not in the, I apologize if you felt bad.
Yeah. Right.
You know?
This is what I like about her, and I said this last episode, is we feel like she's always figuring stuff out in real time on camera. Like we almost see it.
Agreed.
So she tells the camera that they were just inexperienced and she didn't handle it well, and none of them did.
Yep.
So now she says, this situation has made me softer and has allowed me to feel more empathy. So she goes, like Whitney, for example, has been crucified as a complete villain on the internet.
Yes. Look at that. You think I'm bad, guys? Look at what this bitch is over here going through.
Then she slips in a little, and yeah, you brought most of that upon yourself. But, I've been in that place and being kicked while you're down really sucks. And Whitney tells the camera like, wow, Didn't expect Taylor to stick up for me here.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm. So Demi tells the camera, well, we didn't get to the bottom of the swinging scandal, so I'm going to invite everyone, including Chase and my new best friend that he's dating, to the Halloween party next week.
See, this is where Demi is such a fucking shit
Yeah.
stirrer.
Yeah. Wasn't it Demi's idea to go to Chippendales?
I think so.
Yeah. Either Jesse or Demi, one of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, it's one of them.
So,
If there's an idea that's going to create drama, it's usually from the two of them.
yeah. So we learned that. So the next day, we have Layla, Michaela, Demi, and Jesse are shopping for Halloween costumes, and we learned that Layla just got her whole new body,
Mhm.
and she wants to show it off. So she's gonna be real sexy at this Halloween party,
Okay.
and she's rolling out her new man, Cam. Okay, now here's what I have to say about Cameron.
Yes.
Wow, is he punching above his weight?
Oh yeah.
Wow,
Wow.
wow,
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they do not look like they don't match.
he looks like not Whitney. He looks like Heather Gay's ex-husband.
Kind of a little broke down version of that, no less. Yeah, the two of them do not match at all.
Wow. Well, he's in the church. His dad's a bishop. He's a soccer coach. They've been together for 4 months. Girl, stop. Just be alone.
Yeah, they can't
She's
be
the one who
alone.
got divorced twice, right?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
be alone. Be alone. Be alone for 2 years. Give
And
yourself
she's
2
not
years.
even 24.
No.
I'm only 24.
I'm
Yeah.
only 24. So they gossip a little bit about Jen and Zach / Joffrey and how he is a changed man.
Sure.
And Jesse wonders how they could come back from "I don't love you and you are disgusting," which is what
Mhm.
Zach said to Jen.
Yeah.
Jen
You know,
says,
because she went to the most G-rated strip club in
so
the world.
stupid.
I hate him.
And Jen says, well, this is a trial period and she's going to go back with them. And I just called it. And it's going
Mhm.
to happen several more times.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So now we see the husbands fishing. And Brett, Jordan, Zach, and Dakota. And Dakota always looks fresh off a Coke binge. Like he always looks
The problem with Dakota is he has red-rimmed eyes. That's why he
Yes.
always looks like a little coked out or
Mhm.
looks like he'd just been crying. Both of those things all the
Agree.
time.
Agree. Yeah, it could be the red rimmed eyes, but I also think it's the behavior.
Oh, yeah. There's more to it than that, but there is something. I think he just has naturally reddish eyes.
Yeah.
And so I think it makes him look like he's either been crying or doing a bump of Coke
Yeah,
all
and
the time.
he's just a
He's
man.
frenetic.
He's not regulated.
No, he's very frenetic.
Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support. So Jordan is telling the men how he fucked up Dakota is telling the men how he fucked up and he's losing his son and he's crying and saying this is so challenging. And he says, I love Taylor more than anyone and I have to fix this. Then he says that he has found support from Taylor's family. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what you don't want? Support from Taylor's family, because Taylor's family sucks.
This is a problem. This is a
Yeah.
real
They're
problem.
siding with him.
Don't side with your kid's other partner. No.
No.
Unless your kid is real bad and has
Unless your
done
kid-
something like
in
real
the throes
serious
of addiction and you
Yeah.
need to like partner.
Mhm.
Like, let's say I was, I'm doing bumps of Coke 24/7 and my
Oh.
parents are terribly worried about me. It wouldn't be inappropriate for them and Todd to work together to try to get me
Sure.
help.
Yes. Yes.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But to just sit there and shit talk her because she got knocked up, fuck off.
Yeah. So now we see Leanne and Jeremy. Jeremy is stepdad, Taylor's dad, inviting
This guy.
him to the barbecue, and Jeremy is like, "You gonna be there, pussy?"
Jesus Christ. I hate these people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Zach now talks about him being back, and Brett asks him how he would do the Chippendales thing all over again. And Zach says, I'm looking inside and I'm reflecting.
Oh, are you?
Okay,
Congratulations.
dickbag. So Zach says he feels embarrassed because he got shit from people at church after the show.
Mm-hmm. I'm
You
sure he
know,
did. He
and
got
then-
roasted online.
then I
Rightfully so.
Then I started thinking, like, these men are being held accountable by people in their community, and I love it.
Me too. Me too.
Dakota says, I've been getting death threats.
Wow.
And then Dakota keeps fucking up his line and tangling it.
Okay, here's the thing. You all have listened to us rail about these people on TV. There's no one we've railed about as much as Cody Brown.
No.
Do not reach out to him and give him death threats. Do not reach out to
No.
him and do
No.
anything.
No.
Talk to your
Mm-mm.
girlfriends, get in backdoor friends. We can rail about these people together, but don't reach out to them and
No.
do this. It's
No.
gross.
It's just TV.
It's just TV.
To us. To them,
Yes.
it's their lives. To
Yes.
us, it's just TV.
It's just TV. Yeah.
All right. So now we have several standoffs in this
Mhm.
episode. Okay. The first one is Demi and Jesse versus Joffrey /
Yes.
Zach. Okay.
Oof.
So they meet at a coffee shop and he comes in and he's like, okay, I said some hurtful things to Jen,
Aw.
especially since I was gambling. And that seems hypocritical. And I regret what I said. And he says, this has been transformative to our marriage.
Mhm.
And Demi pulls an Amy Archer and falls for this bullshit in 2 seconds and tells the camera, wow, he's
seems
really remorseful and he's doing a 180 and I didn't expect this.
Demi, honey,
Girl,
come here. You have just been so manipulated by this piece of shit. And the fact that you aren't seeing it makes me very sad for you.
So now they talk about some of the things that were said. And he says, I really took issue with the fact that you said I gambled away my med school tuition, which she did say. And she said, Jen told me that.
Yep.
Amanda, I believe he did 100%.
I believe he did. I'm not saying let's say med school costs $800,000.
Right.
$200,000 a year. I don't know what it costs anymore, but let's just pick a number, right? I don't think he gambled away $800,000. I do think he probably gambled away the first year.
Here's what I think
he gambled away a huge chunk of this.
Here's what I think he did.
Okay.
I think his parents said, here's $50,000 for the first year of medical school. And he gambled away a lot of their other money.
Yeah.
And then Jen said, now we have to use the med school money to pay the fucking mortgage.
Right.
I think it's semantics.
Yeah, probably.
That's what I think is happening here. I think he gambled away a lot of money and they had to dip into the med school money to fund it. So technically he did not gamble away the med school money.
Right. But their finances are all fucked up because of his gambling.
Yep. So Demi says, well, that came from Jen. And he says, that is 100% a blatant lie. And I wrote, don't forget mommy and daddy are watching.
Don't forget mommy and daddy are watching. And don't forget his whole MO right now is to make Jen look crazy.
Yeah, I could see that.
And to make Jen look like an unreliable narrator.
Yep.
Because that way, when she starts telling people the horrible shit he's doing, no one will believe her.
Yes. Very good. Good point. So they both say, we would not have said that if that wasn't true, if we didn't think it was true.
Right.
And they kind of throw Jen under the bus here, saying like, Jen calls you a narcissist. She does this. She does that. They are the worst friends.
Yes. They cannot see that their friend is in an abusive, dangerous situation. And they are just throwing fuel on the fire.
We talked about this during the BDF meetup last night. And I said, if Todd came to me, or if you were shit talking Todd, and then Todd came to me and said, blah, 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 I would be like, oh, I've never heard that. What are you talking about? It would die with me.
Right.
I would never.
That's what a friend does.
Yes. I mean, this is girl code. We are against them.
Yes.
What are you not understanding?
The boys are the enemy. We're against them.
Just like Gen Xers felt that adults were the enemy.
Yes.
Abusive spouses are the enemy here.
We can agree that abusive spouses are 100% the enemy.
And we have to protect each other.
Yes.
Jesus. So now Demi and Jesse are like, is Jen not trustworthy here? Is she a people pleaser who just tells people what they need to hear? So now Zach says, Jen told me you guys weren't there for her after Vegas.
Wow.
Vegas. And they're like, we'll show you the text. We were reaching out to her. So basically, they wind up with him saying like, okay, I need to go talk to Jen. And I just wrote, why the fuck did they do this? This is not girl code. Fuck these girls.
They fucked up big time.
Yeah, they did.
They fucked their friend over big time. In a dangerous way.
Now we're going to go to the second standoff of the episode, which is the family Taylor versus Taylor.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Wow.
I wanted to go and hug this girl.
So Taylor gets to her parents' house and they spring it on her that Dakota's coming. Surprise! We invited the guy that cheated on you and that you're currently feuding with.
Right. And she's like,
Okay.
great.
Okay. So, I wrote, way to support your daughter's boundaries.
Mhm. And I
Jeremy's
liked how she's like, "I don't care." And her mom's like, "Well, you wouldn't still be here if you didn't care."
These
Fuck
parents are the
off.
worst. So, Jeremy is gross. She is talking about her Halloween costume and how it's going to be Gretchen
Mhm.
from Mean Girls, the Halloween scene.
Yes.
And he's like, "Are you going to be a slutty Gretchen?" And there,
What?
that was crossing a line to me. Let me tell you something right now. I have been my father's daughter for 48 years. The
Yes.
word slut has never come out of his mouth near me, around me, or about me.
I've been my father's daughter for 52 years. Same. He would
Yeah.
never in a million years
Yeah.
suggest that. First of all,
No.
I think if I told my dad the movie Mean Girls, he'd be like, "What's that?" Like he would
Yeah.
have no clue.
Yeah.
But that's a different problem. But no, he
Mhm.
would never like say, "Oh, of all the versions of this TV character, are you going to be the slutty one?"
Yeah. It's just
What?
this guy. It gave me
It's
creeps.
gross.
It creeped me out.
Yeah.
So we learned that Leanne is still friends with Chase and Miranda because she was their realtor, and Taylor's sister, which I forget her name. Do we know her name?
I forget her name too.
Can we look it up so we have it?
Sure.
I'm going to pause and look it up. Okay, her name is Aspen.
Right.
Okay, so Aspen goes, "They were shitty to your daughter. Why would you want to be friendly with them?"
Mhm.
Thank you,
Thank you, Aspen.
Aspen. So Taylor tells the camera, "I'm used to this shit. This is how my parents are." You know, I've been watching a lot of Righteous Gemstones lately.
Okay.
And so we've been like laughing about the ridiculousness of that show and like the bad
Okay.
parenting and blah, blah, blah. And at one point, there was a belt coming out. And Timmy and I were talking about people we know in our lives, like friends when we were smaller who used
Mhm.
to get the belt.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm sure many people listening used to get the belt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thankfully, not something my parents ever did, but not uncommon in
But
our generation.
I knew a lot of friends who had this happen to them. And I said to Timmy, the older we get, especially after becoming a parent,
Mhm.
it is so wild to me that the people who are supposed to keep you safe
Right.
would hurt you.
Hurt you in the name of trying to make you better.
Yes. And like you're a child.
Yes.
And so like I see some of that on an emotional level here.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Taylor just needs to feel safe and protected and
Mhm.
loved,
Yes.
and they are hurting her.
All the
They are
time.
not that space for her. This
Nope.
is so wild to me.
Yeah, me too.
Like bare minimum, be on your kid's fucking side.
Yeah.
Even if
Agreed.
you don't agree with the decision that this kid has made,
Right.
you don't do this.
Nope.
Oh, I was so angry. All right. So at the dinner, mom is like, "So, are you guys on or are you off? Because this is appropriate dinner conversation."
Absolutely.
And so in front of the entire table, Taylor just unloads. And she
Mhm.
starts saying, "Well, Dakota was fucking another girl, and then he came here and fucked me, and and mom is like,
I didn't know I was opening this Pandora's box today.
Yep.
Hey, pass the cord.
And then Jeremy, the huge piece of shit, says the line that every woman just wanted to crawl through her TV screen and rip his face off.
Mhm.
"You're telling me you hung out 3 times and then he came over and had sex with you? What does that say about you?"
Fuck you.
Wow.
Fir First of
Wow.
all, she could fuck a different person every day if she wants.
Doesn't
It's
say
her
anything
It
about her.
doesn't say a goddamn thing about her other than she likes to have sex.
Mhm.
That's it. But the fact that he is pinning this on her
Mhm.
when he is cheating and lying to her.
Mhm. We are skipping over the fact that Dakota's fucking 2 women at this point.
And lying to both of them about
Yep.
it.
Yep, but he's a man. He's a
But
bro.
he's a man, it's fine.
He's a bro.
Oh god. When that happened, I was like, "Are you
I know.
kidding me with
I
this?"
know. I know. I'm telling you, I need to get my Losartan up
Mhm.
a notch after
Mhm.
seeing this asshole and seeing Cody Brown,
Yeah,
which
we're gonna have
is
to get you
my
through the
blood
next
pressure
couple
medicine.
weeks. Yeah. Mhm.
So she tells the camera, well, first she starts screaming back at Jeremy and she
Mhm.
says, "This is what I'm saying. I was trash." And she's
Right.
crying.
At
She
which point
tells
her entire family should have gone, "Taylor, no, you're not trash."
some of them started to do that,
But not enough.
not enough. She tells the camera, "What I hear is you deserve what you got because you gave it up so easily." Yeah, because
Mhm.
that's what he's saying.
That's
You're
exactly
hearing
what
it
he's saying, girl.
correctly.
Mhm.
Mhm. She cries on the couch and says, "When you hear your parents say that, like, why would you expect to be respected?"
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding,
Ding.
ding.
This is why it's a mess, folks.
Mhm. She says, "It hurts and it confirms my insecurities about myself."
Yeah, I bet it does.
Wow. I just wanted to reach through that screen and hug her.
I did too.
This is why she is my favorite because she everything we know the impetus for how she moves in the world. And
She
there it is.
she has nobody.
She has nobody.
She has nobody that is 100% on her side.
No. No, she is trying to do this herself.
Yes.
And she is like trying to muster up the strength that she has to hold these boundaries in place herself when
Mhm.
she clearly comes from a home where no one knows boundaries and
Nope.
has ever respected them.
Nope.
And she's out there in the world like trying to set these boundaries and people are just railroading through them.
Mhm.
Is that
Yeah.
a thing? Railroading through them? Sure.
Yes. Sure. We'll make
Sure.
it a thing. Mhm.
Mhm. Graham used to say ramrodding,
Mm.
but that feels
It feels
sexual.
dirty. It
Mhm.
feels dirty.
So,
Feels like the most dirty thing Graham might have ever said.
so she's crying at the table and she says, "I hate him and I hate me."
Oh God,
Pro
honey.
tip. Pro tip.
Yeah.
As a parent,
Mhm.
if you hear your child say, "I am trash, I hate myself," go into emergency triage situation.
Yes.
This is not like, well, you shouldn't have fucked him.
Right. You should have
This
kept your
is
legs
not
closed.
that time.
Mm-mm. Nope.
And
Nope.
it's not an "I told you so" time.
No.
Leanne with the new face.
Yeah. No. Mm-mm.
Jesus Christ. All right. So, where am I? She says, "I didn't have self-respect, but it doesn't change that he lied." Yes, correct. It didn't change that he lied. Sorry, my phone went
he's
off.
the bigger problem here, girl. But your
Yeah,
family's making you the problem.
yeah. Dad now tries to defend something and she's yelling, she keeps repeating this. "I was only the knights."
Mhm.
And I, as a woman, completely understand what
I
that
know
means.
exactly what she means.
Yep. I was the dark secret. I was
I
hidden.
I was the one who wasn't good enough to come out in public
Yep.
with you.
Dakota claims that's a lie. Dakota keeps saying that is a lie. Don't know why you keep saying that. And then Dakota says, "When you ask me to come over at night, what does that tell me as a guy?"
It
Go
tells you
do
I want
another
you to come
bump of
over.
coke, asshole.
Fuck off.
She is sobbing.
Mhm.
And Leanne says, "Oh, God, you need to forgive yourself, honey. Yeah, you shouldn't have slept with him. And yeah, he lied, but you were not together." What?
What?
What? "Go to therapy and give him some grace. Try to work this out." No, the sister, I'm sorry, says go to therapy.
Mhm.
The sister says, "Aspen, you need to be apart."
Yes, thank you,
Yes,
Aspen.
thank you. She's like, "Taylor, you need to give yourself grace. Keep going to therapy and work on the guilt that you carry."
Mhm. Yes,
Yes.
Aspen's the only voice of
Mhm.
reason here. I still don't love some of it, but, like, it's
Yeah.
the best thing that's happened at this table.
She is seeing that her sister is being eaten up in guilt, which is being thrust on her by her parents.
Mhm.
She needs to untangle all of that with the therapist.
Mhm.
I agree.
Mhm.
So then Aspen says, "For your baby's sake, the best thing is to be separated right now."
Yes, agreed.
Yes. Taylor says, "I
Is
feel
it
like I
Aspen or is
was."
it someone else who, like, eventually, like, takes the baby out of this? Thank God.
I don't remember.
But
I was in a blind rage writing these notes.
one of them gets up, though, and it's like, "I'm gonna take the baby inside now." Thank God.
Taylor says, "I feel like I was punished for what I did."
Mhm.
And mom says, uh, she pulls a Sean Robinson and says, "We're going to have to leave that here for right now. Let's say
Mhm.
a prayer." I wrote, "Fuck this bitch.
I hate her.
You can't do what you just did to your daughter and then say a prayer to Jesus and it's
Mhm.
all okay. Fuck off."
Can I petition to adopt Taylor Frankie Paul?
Yes.
Because I would adopt her, and I'd be like, "Okay, girl, we're gonna reparent you here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be your safe parent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna shame you. I'm gonna tell you when you're making poor choices, but I'm not
Liter-
gonna shame you."
literally all our children need from us when they are small is safety.
I'm gonna say literally all our children need from us forever as parents is safety.
Yeah. Just be safe.
Your
Be a safe
parents should be
place for
the
your
the
kid.
safest place for you, and if
Mm-hmm.
your kid doesn't feel safe with you, That's a you problem. That's not a your kid problem.
Agreed. Because kids are born trusting you.
Yes.
You provide their every need. They're
Yes.
born trusting you.
Yes.
The
You should be the
distrust has to be
safest.
earned.
You should be the safest place for your kid. And if you're not, look inward.
Yeah, agreed. Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support. Okay, now we have Zach returning home after the standoff.
Mm-hmm.
And he spins this. Are
Yeah.
you shocked?
No, not
And
in the
he
least.
says, wow, Demi and Jesse, all they do is shit talk you. I just wrote, wow.
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 His representation of this conversation is so convoluted. But it's all by design.
He says, this bums me out, sweetie.
Aw.
Because I don't shit talk you to my friends, and it sounds like that's all you do about me.
Wow.
He is simmering rage.
Oh, yeah.
Do you agree?
Oh, he's terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
And he is playing the longest game of chess.
Yeah.
And Jen is over there trying to play checkers.
And behind all of this, and we talked a little bit about this last night in the BDF meetup, underneath all of this is Zach is, and I knew it the minute I saw his parents.
Mm-hmm.
He's very controlled by his parents.
Mm-hmm.
And he sees Jen and her money as a way to get out of that.
Yes.
It's just going to be transference.
Yes.
And he probably manipulates the fuck out of his parents, who probably control him.
Yes.
And now he's going to do it to her.
And he has so much more power over Jen.
Yes. Yep. So then she says, I defend you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
She says, but I have not defended your actions.
Which
she says
is appropriate.
She says, I defend you so much that people make me feel delusional for defending you.
Ding, ding, ding. This is where the problem is, because everyone is making her feel delusional. Everyone is gaslighting her.
Mm-hmm.
He's gaslighting. He's like chief gaslighting in charge.
Yes. He's CEO of Gaslighting Inc.
in her life.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result, she's going to get to the point very quickly. She can't trust a thing that she can't trust herself at all.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Bad.
So, Jen is triggered, she says, because why do these people who are supposed to be my friends, why are they turning my husband against me?
And why is your husband, who's supposed to be your husband, going to your friends to turn them against you? Like, everybody is fucking her over, and I just want to hug her.
Jen should have been in that conversation.
Yes, Jen should have been at that conversation. I just want to hug her in her cute little teddy bear face.
Now we see Jordan and Jesse getting ready for the Halloween party. And to stir the shit, Brett and Jordan are going to show up as Chippendales dancers.
Mm-hmm.
If it's to troll Zach, I'm kind of here for it. Because they are saying, like, I wonder what Zach's going to do.
It sort of is.
But Jen's going to be the one who suffers.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. It is. Actually, we put it together. They are doing it to troll him. She's going to be the one who's going to pay for it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it sucks.
Mm-hmm. So Jessie shares with Demi that she invited Chase. And then I wrote, wow, did we know Layla hooked up with Chase? Because we're finding this out.
All these people are hooking up with each other.
Okay. Jessie claims she is doing this properly to vet Miranda for her re-entry into Mom Talk. Shut up, Jessie.
Shut up.
They even fly a Chippendale dancer in to teach Brett and Jordan.
Which is kind of hilarious.
Okay, now we have the Afflecks versus Demi and Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
So it's standoff number 3.
There's just a lot of accountability in this episode.
Yeah, I guess so. So Jesse's like, I wonder what they want to talk to us about. Really? You wonder?
Yeah.
Jen says, let's start with, do you feel like all I do is shit talk Zach?
Yeah.
Demi tells the camera, it is so weird that she's so upset since she does shit talk him constantly.
Shut up.
Demi brings up the money and says, this is another thing that drives me crazy. Nobody answers a question directly.
Not at all.
So Demi says, did he gamble away his money? And you can see the looks between Zach and Jen flying back and forth, the panic on her face, the anger on his face. And she says, well, no. And then he stares her down and says, "Tell them the truth." And then he says, "Did I gamble and sports bet behind her back? Yes, but I did not touch my med school money."
No, I think you're exactly right. He touched other money, which meant they had to then go into the med school money
Yep.
pot to cover their bases. Has he laid hands on her?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
This was the first time I was like, because she just looked so
I mean, I
terrified.
don't know that for a fact, but
Yeah.
I don't think he has. And if he
Okay.
hasn't, he will.
He will. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the this
And
I'm
it
telling
will
you,
be
this is sleeping with the enemy.
it will be a shove.
Yes.
It will be a
He won't punch
grabbing
her
of
in the
your
face.
arm. Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Demi says, "The majority of the time I am team figure it out. I don't take sides. I don't get involved." Well, maybe you should take sides.
Yeah. And the side of your friend is the one to take. Thank you very much.
So now we get into the did they check on her after Vegas?
Mm-hmm.
Jessie goes bananas because she says, "I text you, I left you a voicemail." And Jen says, "Well, I trusted you, and then you told the whole truth." So there's a little bit of gray here. What
Mm-hmm.
I think happened is I think that Jen feels they abandoned her after Vegas, but I think what she's not saying is that they were talking about this
Mm-hmm.
and it was getting around, and she felt
Yeah.
like that was a betrayal. So she secluded herself because
Yep.
Zach was probably real fucking pissed off.
Agreed.
So I do think that Jessie did reach out, but I think Jen was pissed off at her. So she didn't answer.
Yep. I agree.
So now Jen says, "You trusted me with the scoop about Italy." Okay, this is new.
Oh, just you wait, girl.
So they went to Vanderpump Villa
Mm-hmm.
season 2,
Mm-hmm.
which I might need eyes on that now.
I don't know if we
This
do,
show
but
sucks, but I need the eyes on the episode. And wait, did I do a commercial for that show? I might have. I mean, it's great. So Demi says, "One of the guys was all over me and I did nothing. Nothing wrong. Does Jen want me to get in trouble here?" And Jessie says, "I've been in a situation like this before and I'm just trying to help you."
Okay, girl.
Okay. Now we get this weird scene back at their house where Jen and Zach talk about whether or not he is related to my boyfriend, twin
Mhm.
flame, Ben Affleck.
We're going to start working on that one next. We got you
Mhm.
through Tom Cruise. We're going to start deconstructing this one.
I almost had a backslide with Tom Cruise.
I know you did, and I pulled you right back out.
When I saw him in the new, I accidentally, guys, saw a
Mhm.
new Mission Impossible trailer and I was like,
Hello. No. I'm going to boop your snoot with a newspaper.
So they're talking about this, and she says, "Wait a minute. That's what your family told me, that he's your second cousin." And he says, "No one has ever claimed to have that relationship." And he says, "Besides you, like you're the one who tells everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's a family joke." He tells the camera, "I told Jen not to say that anymore."
Okay.
She says to him, "Your grandfather said you have even met them before. You
Mhm.
were there for that. What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, I heard that, but you really ran with it." He's gaslighting her in real time.
Oh, yeah. I have zero doubt that the whole family talks about it.
Yep.
All of this.
Yep. And she says, "You told me this." He tells the camera, "This is Jen's battle, and I'm going to just have to let her deal with it."
The reason that this is coming up now is because I guarantee you, they said this season 1, someone went on a real deep genealogical journey,
Yep.
figured out they weren't related,
Yep.
made Zach look foolish.
Yep.
So now he's pinning it on her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, I could sit here and be like, I'm related to Meryl Streep.
Sure.
Why not? I could say that. Now, someone could go into our genealogies and go, oh, wait, no, you're not. Now I look like an idiot.
Okay, but two things I want to
I mean,
address here.
we don't have the same last name, so that makes it a little more challenging, but still.
Two things I want to address here.
Okay.
Number one, when she initially told us this in season 1, she said, if you recall, "Oh, Zach's going to kill me for saying this, but
Mhm.
da, 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 da." So clearly he told her this and told her not to say anything.
Right.
Okay. Number 2, they were the only two who got the last name on the Chiron the entire first season,
Mhm.
and they're still getting it in this season.
It'll go away shortly.
So he is leaning into this.
Yes. Yes.
And I think he's just, this is his subtle manipulation of the audience.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Wow. Okay. So he says, now they're talking about the Halloween party. And he says, I'm going to this party just to support you. I'm just here to support you. Look at me supporting you.
Aren't I a good guy?
You can say you support me all you want. Timmy doesn't have to say to me, I support you.
No.
Because he just does support me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We don't have to call it out.
No. So now Jordan and Jesse, we get to the party. Jordan and Jesse are going as J-Lo and Ben Affleck.
Mm-hmm.
You are no Ben Affleck, sir.
No, and they're only doing this to troll Jen.
Layla and Cameron show up and they're race car drivers. And I wrote, wow.
Yeah.
She's, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Dakota and Taylor got into a huge fight last night. So they're coming separately. Shocker. Taylor comes in. She's dressed as Gretchen Wieners. Jacob and Macy are Aaron Samuels and Regina George.
Mm-hmm.
And Michaela and Jace are Karen and the Burn Book, which was pretty good. And Brett and Demi are the Milkman and the Fruity Cereal.
Uh-huh. The Fruity Pebbles.
Mm-hmm. Miranda and Jake come as the Krusty Krabs. Jen and Zach also come as J-Lo and Ben.
Mm-hmm.
What is that move? Way to distance yourself from the speculation.
It's really dumb. But one of my favorite parts of this whole scene, and it gets even more ridiculous in the next scene as everyone starts fighting with each other, is Miranda with these stupid crab hands.
I know.
Just like
I know.
losing her shit, but she's got these damn crab hands on.
Oh. So Zach tells the camera, like, Jesse is just stirring the pot. This is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Dakota shows up as the bus that hit Regina George. Oh, spoiler if you haven't seen Mean Girls, guys.
Yeah, well, it's over 20 years old. It's fine.
They're all nervous about Chase showing up, but he gets there and real on brand. He is dressed like Justin Bieber and she is Haley. Is that his wife?
No, Kate is the girlfriend.
No. Haley Bieber.
Oh, I guess.
I think so. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to look that up because I know nothing about Justin Bieber other than he was stuck in that stupid Hillsong church.
Yeah, and he was also in sort of taken in under the Diddy wing.
Haley is his wife.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Diddy adjacent too?
Yeah, but not of his own free will. People think like he was.
Okay.
Yeah, not good.
I've stayed away from that.
So they're all nervous, like I said, about Chase showing up. So he shows up. He looks exactly like Justin Bieber. Like he's chewing the gum. He's got stupid neck tattoos. I mean, this guy's a total douchebag. Miranda tells the camera she has a good relationship with Chase and his girlfriend, Kate. But like, she didn't really want them here. And I have to say, for their age, I think they have children. Right?
Yeah,
I'm sure they have children.
They do, which is why Miranda's like, it's really fucking important that Chase and I keep a good relationship because we're parenting children together. And like, this isn't something to fuck around about.
But that's what I want to say. Like, that's pretty mature for their age.
It is. It is for sure. It's
for her to be able to be there and see him come in with another woman. It's pretty good.
It's better than Taylor and Dakota.
And they're more grown up than Cody Brown.
Yes.
So Chase walks up to Dakota and hugs him. And Dakota says, this was weird, but I'm trying to be nice, whatever. Then this piece of shit starts telling Dakota, hey, by the way, I didn't fuck your girlfriend. Nothing happened outside of some spin the bottle. And he says, I was just in a weird place. I hadn't told my parents that I left the church yet. So I was just denying everything. Deny. Taylor sees them pointing at her and she gets up and flies over there. And she's like, and he says, when you revealed to the world that we were swingers, it was the lowest point in my life. And she goes, really? The lowest? Really? The lowest?
Yeah. And
she knows something about him. And Chase is kind of avoiding the question and Taylor is just hammering away at him. And now they're addressing the camera and he's yelling, tell the camera what you said to me at the gym. And she's like, tell the camera what the lowest. I don't know what's going on here.
One of Taylor's fatal flaws, and I love her, but one of her fatal flaws is she can't not respond.
She gets baited.
She gets baited all the time and she gets real volatile about it and she can't just walk away.
Yeah.
And that's one of her downfalls.
Yeah. So now Kate whispers in Chase's ear, stop pointing your finger at her. Because she realizes this is not a good look.
Yeah.
And Dakota is flip-flopping like me when my daughters are fighting. Okay, I'm on your side. No, I'm on your side. No, I'm on your side. Maybe you're both wrong. Maybe you're both like he looks like a kid stuck between his parents fighting.
Yes.
And he's like, guys, can I go to the bathroom and do a line of coke? Like, I just need to get out of here. And allegedly. And Chase is kind of avoiding the question. And then she says, he's lying and fuck you. And she yells to Kate, your boyfriend is I wrote your boyfriend's a lawyer, but she said your boyfriend's a liar.
Yes.
And then the quote, cops pull up, but we know it's the stripping situation.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's really cops?
You'll see.
Oh, I thought it was a whole setup for the Chippendales thing. Oh, they fooled me.
Yep. Just wait till you see.
Okay.
I'm not giving it away.
Somebody's getting arrested. I'm so excited. I just hope it's not Taylor again.
I don't think we're supposed to be excited when people get arrested.
Well, I'm excited that like actually it wasn't a Matt Sharp.
No, it's not. You'll see what happens, but actual police do show up. It has nothing to do with the Chippendales piece.
Okay, all right. I thought for sure it was like the cops are here,
right?
You know, that kind of thing. Yeah. So that's where we leave them. It was a good episode.
It's a good episode. Wait for
every episode is good.
Next week. Next episode.
No, we're going to be doing it like tomorrow.
We're recording it tomorrow. I know that. I know that. I was actually just looking at the time going, okay, I'm going to have to do the notes for tomorrow. And yeah, it's fine.
Like every day this week, you're probably going to get an episode of this, guys, because I'm just burning through and can't control myself.
And she won't watch the next one till we record it. So we have to do it.
Yeah, it just has to happen.
Yep.
It has to happen. All right, guys, if you enjoy what you hear and you want to support the show, please consider joining our premium feed. You can go to littlemissrecap.com/support, or the links are in the show notes. Please leave us a 5-star review.
That would be lovely.
Because we're getting some bad ones that say, I don't know, bonus material shouldn't cost money. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening over there, but we also still get lovely ones too. But there's a couple real weird ones in there too.
Yeah, and we need to hammer them with love. Hammer them with love.
Yes.
And also, I just want to say we are going to do more BDF meetups. So if you missed this one, the virtual meetups.
Yep.
So if you missed this one, we're going to have a few because I really like the accessibility of that for people who might not be able to get to a bigger city and actually hang out with us.
And we can only get to so many cities. I like the accessibility for us.
I know, like, you know, mommy doesn't have a job here. I can't be going to all these big cities.
Nor does mommy.
We're just 4 adults trying to cobble together our bill payments.
Yes, that's right. It's all good. It's all good. We're going to get through this.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to Little Miss Recap. If you'd like to support the show, the best way you can do that is to join our Twin Flame universe, which is our Patreon, Supercast, and Apple subscription feeds. The links for those are in the show notes. You get ad-free episodes and a ton of bonus content. You can also subscribe to the feed so you don't miss an episode, share the show with a friend, and leave a 5-star review. To contact the show, please email me directly at amy@littlemissrecap.com or join our Facebook group Backdoor Friends. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.